giving you the truth. Nothing but that real on hoops in the league. All things NFL, we don't miss a thing. Getting with the coverage, we loving it all day. Picking up the news, tell us wherever the ball lay. With the NFL, NBA, they box so. Sports news in the hands of a man with fair takes. Tell them, coach, statistics and realness that's being spoke. Either hit it for the win or they hitting the goal posts. Either way, we woke up to the news of the day. Any kid he could call it, he like to talk it out with Ray. Fast breaks down the lane, they better move out the way, or they pulling from perimeter. Curry bury the trade, yeah, they got it. Woo! Duval with the hottest, Chris and Dev like the master, and mix it up like this Logic being modest. They been looking for that real, trying to get it feel. Sports podcast, they running back on the real. That's a steal, yeah. They never sick, but they ill. Real sports talk going, deliver, signed and sealed. We bring that real talk when it comes to sports, covering the news, giving you the truth. Nothing but that real on hoops in the league. All things NFL, we don't miss a thing.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Ray Bond here on this lovely Thursday night, taking in we got the Vikings and the Eagles. Currently, the Vikings are leading, I believe, 7-3 at last update. The Eagles' offense has definitely been a struggle tonight. So hopefully they can get this turned around. DeAndre Swift has looked okay, but definitely some opportunities thus far. So hopefully they'll continue to keep it going. As they move down the field, they're at about the 50-yard line, one of the better sustained drives from the Eagles this evening. So here we got a running play to, looks like up the middle again. So Jalen Hurts kind of struggled last week. I think most people would agree with that. He's come out early in this game, and he's also been struggling. So it looks like they're trying to, run the ball a little bit more. Even his designed run plays have been I would say unsuccessful so far tonight, in a large part from the Jalen we're used to. So the Eagle defense has been great. They've constantly given the Eagles great field position. The Eagles just flat out haven't taken advantage of it. The last time that they did get a turnover in the red zone, or just outside the red zone, they went 3 and out and missed the field goal. So Philly definitely some opportunities to pick it up. I definitely think they will. So we'll wait and see on that. But we got a lot to get to. Y'all know what type of time it is. Y'all know what type of time I'm on. I'm on prime time. Talk to me. Can I hear you in the back, ladies and gentlemen? Jalen Hurts, I was just talking about him running with a nice run there. And everybody's game, unfortunately, I don't have my fellas on tonight, but we would be streaming at the same time, because I think everybody has Prime, unless some people I will leave nameless are having illegal streams. But we don't condone that here at ASAP. We are law-abiding citizens, but we also don't snitch because we know what happens to snitches, allegedly. But back to the game here at hand. 2nd and 2. Philly still driving, a lot more running. This has been a predominantly run-heavy drive, and Minnesota better figure it out, or they're going to get a lot more of this. But Matt Rule, you set the precedent, Matt Rule. Matt Rule, you made it personal first. And we saw what prime time did when it was personal. And so Colorado State, who's not even, they might be as good as Nebraska, I don't know, gonna come out and attack Coach Prime publicly. Did you not see what happened when the chairs got cocked? Did you not see what happens when we come together? Are you foolish? You writing checks. Your players got a cash, player. You at Colorado State, and now we know your name. No, we don't. But we know what you did. And I got to tell you, I think you made a mistake. You must be new here. But y'all gonna see prime time. Watch what I say. Watch what you say to me. Got to be better than that. Got to be better than that. I don't know how or why you felt the need to say what you said. Let me find exactly what this fool had to say about Coach Prime. Let me see how quickly I can find this state. I'm going to the X platform. And I'm trying to see if I can find the actual. Yeah. His quote, "When I talk to grown-ups, I take my hat and glasses off because that's what my mother taught me." Sir, I don't know if you understand what you did. I don't know if you have a TV, a streaming subscription, but we all know what you done did. And now your players have to go into Colorado, even though you're from Colorado. Let me tell you, that building will be like you've never seen it ever before, more than likely. And with all the pressure and scrutiny, you go and add more pressure to your own team? Why would you do that? Coaches be slipping. And this is another case of it. And I'm just going to sit back and watch the show. I'm going to get my popcorn ready. And I'm going to tune in. Saturday night. Might be at the LR if the fellas is listening. If you know, you know. But yeah, that's all I got on the coach. That was foolish. You made a mistake. And I got more. More mistakes made. Greg Popovich. This is on you. You had an opportunity to do the right thing many, many times, many, many years ago. And for whatever reason, you chose to go with this load management nonsense. And so now we're here. We're now in a place where they're having to change the rules. Literally change the rules to manage how grown men making millions of dollars, how often they have to earn their paychecks. You took something good and pure, and you messed it up. But I also am no fool. LeBron James, I see you, player. I see you. A unique caveat, which I understand. It's the old man's rule. And I'm going to see if I can find the old man's rule for you. That most certainly, as much as people like to talk about what they did for MJ, they be making excuses for LeBron too, man. They be trying. I'm trying to see if I can find the caveat to address the load management, but Haven't been able to find it as quickly as I would like. Let me see if I do NBA rest here on Twitter. Yes, gotta love X. Stars who are 35 years old by the season opener, or who have tallied up to 34,000 regular season minutes. I wonder how many people have done that. Or a total of 1,000 combined regular season and playoff games will receive prior load management approval from the league. So I'm a math guy when I want to be, and I'm about to do this live. So if I do this math wrong, so be it. So 1,000 divided by 82, that's 12 NBA seasons. Now, again, you can spread that. You can spread that out over the regular season and playoffs. But I think the very thing they might have been trying to prevent, they just enabled. Teams like Golden State thrive on this. The Suns, D-Book, I don't think you got enough. Durant, you're good. Bradley Beal, I don't think you got enough. Anthony Davis, I don't think you got enough. So I could be wrong, but you know who I say is the greatest point guard of all time. Don't let him get another one. They just keeping their head down. They just keeping their mouth shut for the most part. They working. Also, rumors are Chris Paul will start. Not a fan of the idea, but what are you going to do? So, yeah, we will definitely have to see what more comes out of this situation. I personally am optimistic. But yeah, this will definitely be an interesting time. And I hope, like I said, the Warriors succeed. Let's get to why y'all are here. We got picks, baby. Just to recap, week 1, your boy, Ray Stradamus, 8-1, bang, bang. Dev, 8-1, bang, bang. Chris, 6-3. Hey. Not bad. He was very upset, Chris. He couldn't be with us here tonight. I believe it had something to do with him picking a bunch of bets that included Aaron Rodgers that FanDuel would not let go. So he lost, I believe, some of those, sadly and unacceptably. Yeah, absolutely. So let's get to the picks. Tonight's game, I got the Eagles. They're currently up 10-7. The Vikings are driving. But y'all know I ain't got no faith in Kirk Cousins. I don't have faith in Kirk Cousins. Philly with the dub. I will say, as I kind of catch up on this game a little bit for you guys that are watching, Philly's offense is just, I don't know if it's the lack of preseason, which we've talked about on this episode on the show many times, or what exactly it is, but I think there's just some misses with the preseason. Or Jalen Hurts. He had a bad interception earlier. Just not crisp in the 2 weeks. And their defense has been amazing. If it wasn't for their defense, I don't know. And we might have to revisit that. If this offense does not round into form, that defense can only take you so far versus elite teams. And they are an elite defense. Let me be clear. Jalen Carter, my goodness. Good googly mother. That boy back. But we will see. The next game that I am tackling for y'all today, this week, is Green Bay at Atlanta. That was a tongue twister there a bit. Listen, I'm an honest man. I cannot tell a lie. The boy looked good. He looked good. Jordan Love, I wasn't the highest on him. I've had my reservations. I've heard what people have been saying about him. He looked good. Now, I don't know how much of that was the matchup. Chicago, God bless them. We'll see more of them this week. We're not even going to pick that game. We'll leave that alone till they figure that mess out. But yeah, definitely impressed by Jordan Love. Desmond Ridder, not so much. Let's take it to the tape. We got to take it to the tape. With Desmond Ridder, it left a little to be desired. 24-10, really good victory. But what am I supposed to do with 15 out of 18 for 115 and a touchdown? Well, what do I do with that? Nothing. That's the answer. You can't do anything with it. You had a great run. You got some great running support, which is definitely a win. But outside of that, a lot of opportunity. Definitely a lot of opportunity. And so when I look at Kyle Pitts, 2 catches, 44 yards, 3 targets. They still haven't figured it out. They have yet to figure it out with him. And you let Calvin Ridley go, and he lost his mind. Probably had a better game in week 1 with Jacksonville than most any other Falcon receiver might have had in the last 2 years. And you just let him walk. You let him go. Like, I get it. But I don't. And so I wasn't overly impressed. I think the running game's good. I think the team, they got definitely a 2-headed monster now, Ujiri and Robinson. And oh my, Bijan. Talk about Bijan. Like, that was a heck of a touchdown to open your career. Kirk Cousins much better tonight as well, just for those of you who are watching, performing at a much better level. But yeah, give me Green Bay in Atlanta. No, I think they figure out a way to get it done. The next game that I want to get to is the Raiders and the Bills. Listen, it's tough. I want to pick Buffalo. I think I picked them actually in this other thing. Actually, let me check my ESPN too, because I have a pick'em challenge in there. And just in case y'all thought it was a fluke, I do this in the pick'em challenge. I went 12-3 last week. And just so y'all don't think I'm lying and making stuff up, I went 12-3, ranked 2,000 in the world, 99.7 percentile. So I did that. I got the Eagles tonight, as y'all can see. I got the Packers. I want to make sure my picks are staying the same. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, you see it here live. I picked Buffalo. I'm going to stick with Buffalo. But you got to show me something, Josh Allen. Cam Newton coming for you, Josh Allen. Cam Newton talking crazy, Josh Allen. Cam Newton said he don't know if you got what it takes, Josh Allen. Josh Allen, this is on you, buddy. All them turnovers can't do it, buddy. All them turnovers catch you an L, buddy. Got to take better care of the ball and yourself, player. You just got paid. You are the investment. Why you think you're going to run over a linebacker? And if you do, at what expense? You need to kick, push, and slide, player. Like, what is we doing? So, yeah. Ultimately, I think there's an opportunity there. Hopefully, we can get some more going. But, man, Josh Allen, show me something. Not Derek Carr. Jimmy G, somehow, he just keep winning. I don't understand it. I can't figure it out. I do not think he's the greatest, the latest, or the greatest. But by golly, G. Willivers, that man figures it out, and he just keep winning. So I'm gonna go with Buffalo. That's where my head is, and so I'm gonna trust that Buffalo gonna figure it out. But Josh Allen, don't make me gotta drive up there. You know, I got my job, got an office up there, so we will see what ends up happening with that whole scenario. But let's go. Buffalo. On to the next. Baltimore at Cincy. For those of you who were with me a moment ago, I showed you how I feel, and I'm staying with it. Listen, I picked Lamar Jackson to be my MVP, and right now, if I'm being completely honest with you, I'm not that excited about that pick. I was not impressed by what I saw, and it seems like there is still a lot of work to be done. I believe the work will get done. I believe Odell still has to figure out his role. I do believe he's working on it, but they got to get it together, and they got to get it together quickly. That division is not going anywhere, and it's not going to get any easier anytime soon. And so even this week, you follow up your win last week, you're going to a wounded Cincinnati Bengals team. If you think Cincinnati's just going to stroll in there like they just did, you got another thing coming. These are men with pride. You heard, well, y'all might not have heard what Jamar Chase had to say. Oh, big throw. Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. I think Jordan Jefferson may have just fumbled the ball through the back of the end zone, which would be the third turnover and another fumble. This one at the half-yard line. I don't know. We're about to see. We're going to wait on the call. We're going to hear the call live. The ball was coming out. I need the pylon view. Amazon, give me the pylon view. Give me the above the pylon view. Where's the pylon cam? They say it went outside the pylon. I don't see that. I think it's over the pylon. They used to have this view. I'm not sure. Just because of what you said, I don't know. Pretty clearly that the ball is over the goal line, accessing it to the goal line. I don't know. I don't like it based on what I'm seeing. I don't see it conclusive, but they used to have the view of above the pylon. I don't know why they don't have that view right now. That would be great. That's literally what it's for. But whatever. So I'll keep it moving and keep you updated as we come back from the commercial break. I guess it's a commercial break, even though it's on Amazon. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Give me Baltimore and sound the alarm in Cincinnati. Let me pull it up, but Cincinnati is on the verge of finding himself in a really big hole. After this week, they get the Rams. That's not true. They can right the ship. Rams, Titans, Cardinals, Seahawks, 49ers, Bills, Texans, then Ravens, Steelers, Jags, Colts, Vikings, which we're watching tonight, and then Steelers, Chiefs, Browns. Yeesh. That's tough. Cincinnati better get it together soon because that's tough. Granted, they did lose on the road, so they will get to host Cleveland, and this week they are hosting Baltimore. And they are a 3-point favorite. Let's keep it moving. Actually, I'm sorry. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then I will be right back. Stay tuned.
Tempo, hey time, let's go.
We bring that real talk when it comes to sports, covering the news, giving you the truth. Nothing but that real on hoops in the league. All things NFL, we don't miss a thing. Getting with the coverage, we loving it all day. Picking up the news, tell us wherever the ball lay. With the NFL, NBA, they box so. Sports news in the hands of a man with fair takes. Tell them, coach, statistics and realness that's being spoke. Either hit it for the win or they hitting the goal posts. Either way, we woke up to the news of the day. Any Kenny could call it, he like to talk it out with.
Just like the game is back from commercial, they're still under review. So they're trying to figure out where it did. It looks like we're going to get ourselves another turnover. And yep, it has been confirmed. That is the third turnover of the first half of the Vikings. Talk about shooting yourself in the foot. This team is too good to be giving the ball away. These are scoring opportunities. These are missed opportunities. This is unacceptable. It's usually Kirk Cousins, the one that's turning it over, but it's everyone else. It's the skill positions today. So hopefully they get it together soon so we can keep a competitive game. I imagine Philly will pretty much just run out the clock and get into halftime. Happy to be up 10-7. Probably feeling like they should be up more, but at the same time, you're up. And you got to be happy with that. Fair enough. Let me see what we got. Next game. Detroit came out against all odds on ring night in Kansas City. No Travis Kelce, but hey, got it done. Detroit did, in fact, get it done. And for that reason, I'm riding the train. I picked them to win the division, I'm pretty sure. I'm riding. Full tilt. Detroit Lions. So we'll see, obviously, what comes of it. But I got the Lions beating the Seahawks. Didn't love what I saw out of them last week. That's Seattle. So we'll see. And just quickly, Philly is moving down the field. They're close to midfield with a couple draws. So they have one more timeout. We'll see if they put the ball in the air or if they just continue to run the air out of the ball. We shall see. Next, Chargers at Titans. A game I enjoy. A game with phenomenal wide receiver talent from DeAndre Hopkins to Keenan Allen. And then even in the other skill positions, you got Austin Eckler, Derrick Henry, a heck of a running back matchup as well. So this has all the mixings of being just like the Chargers had in their last game. I saw a stat that said they've scored like 100 or maybe 90 something points in their last 3 games, and they're 0-3. Like at a certain point, you got to be able to get the stops, and they unfortunately, for Chargers fans, have not been able to do that. But yeah, hopefully they can get it going and get it turned around for their fans' sake. But that's just tough. You know, you're putting up the numbers, you're doing everything you think you can do, and you're just falling a little bit short. They're not getting blown out. They're in the games. The games are competitive. They have chances to win, but yeah, sometimes that's how it goes. Let me see. Yeah, they were in another stat. They were in the highest scoring game of the week, but sometimes you're on the losing side. And I think they will be again. I got the Chargers winning. I'm sorry, I have them not on the losing side. I have them beating the Titans. I have the Titans losing again, even though they performed better than I thought. And I think they will get better over time. Chargers. This here is a tough game for me. This is more heart over head. I will be perfectly honest with you. I like Jacksonville. I do. I'm not apologizing for it. I'm not saying it's not the case. I've stood on it since last year, maybe even the year before that. They were coming. The Calvin Ridley deal looks like an absolute robbery. Grand theft auto. Grand larceny. A Ponzi scheme. I'm just kidding. This is not my network. I won't say that. But it's a scam. That's just the bottom line. And I'm torn. Man, I got to think. Kansas City. I think I picked you. Let me see if I picked them. I think I did pick them. My head tells me you pick the champ until they beaten. Up. Y'all see it. Mike Hughes, this is for you. You see that too. Clip it up. Bulletin board material. Do whatever it is you want to do with it. But no, I got Jacksonville. I believe Travis Kelce will be back. I'm riding it out, baby. I'm riding it out, baby. So yeah, definitely go ahead and give me Jacksonville. And now let me see if they're the favorite. Did I miss it? Yes. I'm sorry. Kansas City is actually a 3.5 point favorite on the road. And just to close out the half, I said Philly was going to do it. They ran themselves. Literally, they ran the ball into field goal range. They're up 13-7. So that fumble goes from taking 6 or 7 off the board to putting 3 on the board for Philadelphia. And that just hurts. And that's your best player. When your best player does it, it just hurts a little bit more. But 13-7, Philadelphia. Going into the half, we still definitely have a competitive game, but man, what a sloppy half by Minnesota. So many opportunities missed, and Philly took advantage of it, as they should have. That's what great teams do. If Philly wants to be a great team, you got to do what great teams do. Let's see if they keep it up. So yeah, back to Kansas City and Jacksonville. Surprisingly, Kansas City is such a big favorite in Jacksonville, but Jacksonville didn't look great. Calvin Ridley had a great game. I don't know if they collectively looked great. So definitely interesting to see. And we'll see what the play out is as Kansas City goes to Jacksonville. The next is probably one of the easier picks we have for this week, in my opinion, but we thought that last week. And we were made to look foolish in some instances. So with Tampa Bay, give me the Niners. I think to get back to what they did last week, I think they're a better team. I think they're a more talented team. I don't think they have the best quarterback. Say what you want. I am not overjoyed or overboard with Brock Purdy just yet. I believe he has talent. But you got to show me, man. Once the tape's out, once the talent is turned up, once the pressure get hot and heavy in her, that's when I care. I don't care about these game ones against some nobodies. Show me the tape and the Carfax and still do it. And then I'll be good. But I'm picking San Francisco. I think they're the better team. And I think they're a championship contender. I do not think that about the Rams. Not sorry, Kev. Or sorry, not sorry, I think was the phrase. A dumpster fire and a potential overachiever. Giants at Cardinals. Giants. I know. Giants can't be that bad. I don't think Arizona would be that good. So I think that is the impasse we are. And ladies and gentlemen, we got a troll. A childhood troll still trolling. Go Cowboys. Hey, they look great. I haven't got to their game. Wait a minute. I don't have a Cowboy game on the schedule this week. I got to add that. Who they play? The Jets. How'd I miss that? Okay. My apologies. I'll add that. We can touch on that right now since we got a Cowboy fan here. I will say, I'm sure Jerry Jones at the time, well, he probably sold enough tickets, but I'm sure there's a lot of people that showed up to Dallas thinking they was going to see Aaron Rodgers. Discount double, no. Those commercials are gone now, huh? They got Pat Mahomes. Oh, they got Pat Mahomes. Ladies and gentlemen, just had a live revelation. The discount double check has been traded in for Patty Mahomes. And just like you replace him in State Farm commercials, and just like you replace him as a potential face of the league, Rodgers is done. Zach Wilson is in for 100 headaches. Sorry, bro. That defense is different. Now, I don't fear Dak, just like I don't fear Kirk Cousins. Just like, I forget who the other topic was. I didn't fear Danny Dimes. I don't fear that. But my, oh my, that defense. Micah, Gill, Diggs. God dang. So, should be a good game. I don't think it'll actually be that close. The spread. Cowboys are a 9-point favorite. I think that's the biggest spread of the week by a long shot. No, the Bills are an 8.5-point favorite. I'm taking the Raiders on that all day. Give me the Raiders 8.5 all day. For those who care. But yeah, Cowboys got it. Jets, sorry. Not sorry. Commanders going on the road to Sean Payton and the Denver Broncos. I can get this off because none of my people are here tonight. And for those whoever's watching, you about to get the secret. If it's close, I'm always picking against Washington. I'm not going to be the jinx. So I'm picking Denver. I think Washington win. I'm going to pick Denver. I would rather be wrong and Washington win than pick Washington. So I'm wrong and they lose. In Vegas, they call this hedging your bets. Sue me, Broncos. Go Future. And last but not least, the dynamic Dolphins. Woo! If you had the choice between Tyreek Hill and anybody else in fantasy and you chose other than Tyreek Hill, you made a bad decision. That boy bad. He ain't a punt return specialist. He said he ain't even a cheater no more. That boy a lie. Hear him roar. But even with all that, they barely squeaked that game out. And we're watching this Philly defense just do work on the Vikings. But here we are. New England was right there against this very same Philly team. So I might have been a little reckless with my disrespect of the Patriots. Might be better than I thought. But y'all still gonna lose this week. Oh, yeah. Y'all got the Dolphins too early. I ain't even let it get cold yet. And they don't even get cold like that. But you saw how they was throwing it all over the boo, 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 boo. What do you want me to say? Tua did that. Tyreek did that. If somebody in the comments, who would you start? Jalen Waddle or Terry McLaurin? Scary Terry going up against Denver in Denver. Jalen Waddle going up against New England at New England. Who would you start in the flex? Decisions. But yeah, give me the Dolphins. Some more big points. I will be back to recap the picks on Monday. It has been a pleasure. It has been an honor. Y'all get the rest of y'all night back at halftime. Go eat something good. Go hug on somebody, love on somebody, tell them you love them. We are out.
And the keys, tempo, hey time, let's go.
We bring that real talk when it comes to sports, covering the news, giving you the truth. Nothing but that real on hoops and